The desert has seen many dawns, each one stitched in gold and crimson, each one arriving without asking permission, each one touching the dunes like a gentle hand brushing the cheek of a sleeping child. But the morning my father lay still, the sun refused to rise. It was not the desert I knew, it was not the sky I had grown up beneath. The air felt heavier, the silence sharper, as though the world had lost the desire to continue. I had seen my father still before in prayer, in thought, in those rare moments when he let his body rest after carrying the kingdom on his shoulders. But the stillness was different. It was final. It was the kind of stillness that even the wind would not dare disturb. They said it was an accident, as if that word could explain why the strongest man in the dearest was lying on the sand, his robes torn, his crown resting on the ground beside him like it too had fallen. I knelt beside him. The sand beneath us was warm, but his skin was growing cold. I touched his hand, willing it to tighten around mine the way it did when I was small and afraid of the storms at night. But his fingers stayed still like the dunes when the desert has no wind. The sky above was blue, a color the way rarely where the sun had not yet climbed over the horizon. It was as if it could not bear to witness what had happened. I called him Baba, my voice breaking in the middle. My crown felt heavier with each word. It was not a crown anymore. It was a burden made of gold and grief. His face was calm as though he was simply resting, but I knew better. There was no breath, no heartbeat, no warmth that belonged to life, and in that moment the desert changed for me forever. The saints that had always been my home now felt like strangers. The wind that had always been my friend now felt like an intruder. The sun finally rose that day, but not for me. Its light fell across the dunes, but could not reach the place in my heart that had gone dark, because when my father lay still, the sun did not rise. inside me.